It's Ted with Creation TV. I'm here with Anthony Simcoe, Dargo from Farscape. You did a wonderful job acting through the makeup. Can you tell us about that? Like, was that a challenge?
It was a challenge in the sense just getting to know how the makeup communicated to people. What was great is that I wouldn't have done a job if it was like a suit, meaning like something that you threw over your head, just because I just wouldn't have been interested in that. So what was great about it is that it was makeup rather than a helmet. So every time I moved my eyebrow, the eyebrow moved. Every time I moved the part of my face, it moved. So you were very much in control of what was going on with your performance. But of course, that makeup behaves very differently in the lens than your own face does. So yeah, it was an interesting learning process, and I think the most interesting part of the whole thing was when I actually just sat in a room with a video camera in makeup for the day by myself, just getting used to how it worked with the camera, and that was a really interesting process. And also, my makeup team were incredible. If there was a part that wasn't working so well, the makeup was continually evolving, not only to make it more expressive. So for example, between season 1 and 2, the foam was made a lot lighter so that you could get a lot more movement. You can see a massive difference in Dargo's expressiveness from season 1 to 2, which is really nothing to do with my skill. It's more to do with the makeup people's, because their makeup was more readily able to reflect what I was doing with my face in season 2 than what it was in season 1. So a combination of learning it and having the makeup people adapt was what contributed to me doing that job with that makeup in Farscape.
It was fantastic, and how it evolved was obviously amazing. So can you tell us a really exciting standout moment from shooting Farscape or the miniseries?
I think what was amazing was really just hitting those sets for the very first time, because they were quite extraordinary. And then to add to that, the most impressive moment was pilot. Because when you work in this industry, you get very used to large sets, small sets, and you're used to the magic of television, if you can put it like that, even though that sounds daggy. So things on set don't look anywhere near as impressive as what they do when they end up in the final product. Pilot is not like that. When you were in the space with that puppet, and while it was moving, because of its size and just the way it was built and just the incredibleness of it, if that's a word, that was extraordinary to be around. I loved going in and doing scenes with pilot, because everything else you realize you're on a movie set, but you could really suspend your imagination when you're with pilot and go, wow, man, I'm talking to an alien. This is absolutely insane and mad. And just, he was so large. He was such a large puppet that was fantastic. That was a standout for me, just working with all those really creative, talented puppeteers and makeup artists and effects artists, and all the crew were just incredible. So they made every day a joy.
Oh, excellent. Yeah. Well, thank you very much for being here, and
we
appreciate you taking the time to speak with us.
My pleasure, and keep coming to these Creation Farscape events, because we always have a fantastic time, and the cast loves seeing you there. So cheers.